Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently reorganizing our units here. Let's tick on forward and let's get our morale up. So we're currently at minus 29 war score here. We are going to get some war score from controlling the war goal. But the question is, how much can we claw back? We need to have at least 10 war score to make demands. So we're going to be able to get a good amount back, I think. Let's give this at least one more month on getting these guys restored. Let's see, we're regaining how much morale here? 0.67 a month. So 2 months and these guys should be back. Okay, so let's give it one more month tick after this, and then we're going to exit unit reorg, and we're going to go and take back this territory. So fingers crossed that they've actually left this area. A small onion harvest, huh? 300 gold. Okay, I'm going to do it, but I'm not happy about it. So we're going to take this a tick here, and we're probably going to get some bad events for this. I'm really not happy about it, but what are we going to do? So we're now good to go here. Oh, a gift from the gods. That's a good event there. It is not going to get us to a position where we are... Oh, this guy's disloyal. Right. He's a mercenary. We're negative in cash right now. So in order to get him loyal, we need to strong arm. Done. Okay, so let's tick it a day, and this guy should become loyal again. There we go. Perfect. And now we're going to head on down this way. Okay, so we need a civic researcher, and I guess this guy will do. Sure. So down we go. Our units are a little bit separated because of that. This guy's not moving again. Come on down here. There you go. So we're not immediately seeing them down here. Oh, there they are. Okay. Noted. They don't really want to fight this. So we're going to take this, and then I'd like to cut them off here. If we were to come in here, are we going to catch anything? 2 October, we would arrive on 6 October. So the answer is no, we're not going to catch anything here. So I'd like to come up this way and catch this small force. Note how these guys are heading this direction. We get them carved up here. That's really nice. Okay, they came in and attacked us here. So we're defending this. They have more reinforcements coming in. The battle is happening here. Okay, they brought in a lot of forces. That's noted. That's noted. They absolutely brought in a lot of forces there. We're going to retreat again, and these guys are going to retreat too. That was very unfortunate. Okay, so they're just chilling right down over here with a large number of forces. In that case, I want to come down here and hire these guys. We're going to need to strong arm again, and this is not going to be great. But we're going to hire these guys. I'm going to immediately put them onto unit reorg, and we're going to walk up over here. This is an awkward war. Okay, we're no longer importing wood. Yes, that's expected. So these guys are currently black flagged. Why did we retreat here? I told them to come back over here. Oh, the Seleucid Revolt. That's why. Hi, Armenia. Okay. Things are very awkward down this way. We're going to come down here. These guys have regenerated a large amount of their morale already. So we're just going to sit here then and wait for our reinforcements to come in. Okay. Now the question is, what do we have back here? Right? So I want all of these guys to go onto unit reorg for right now. They have to sit here. This is a very awkward situation we find ourselves in. So we managed to get a month tick. I'm going to ununit reorg all of these. I'd like to come up here and catch this force, but I don't know what they have nearby. Okay, so they're going here. This is interesting. We're able to carve them up a bit here. Okay, they are headed up this way. They're locked in. They're moving around very quickly. Okay, that is certainly noted. I don't love our positioning here because our morale is quite low. So I'm going to move us up this way for right now. I see the Ptolemaic Kingdom has some forces here. We just got a month tick. I'm going to move down here, but this is slightly dangerous. Okay. This is intriguing. So these guys are going to leave on 12 January. If we came here... Okay, if we actually wrapped around this way. They're splitting up a fair amount here. So we can fight them like this. We can see they're split up, and that's very solid. So now we're going to see how we end up rolling. It's not great. We're having morale issues, for sure. Our rolls are very, very awkward here. Okay. We're rolling very badly, actually. We rolled a 1? Okay. We gotta retreat. We just gotta retreat. And we can't retreat here because of this revolt. We could retreat out this way, I suppose. It's a really awkward way to retreat. But we kind of got to do it. Man, we're rolling so awkwardly. Incredibly, incredibly low rolls. Okay. Well, we're going to head down over here then, and we're going to have to reorg these guys. Which we can't do here until we take this territory. So for now, we can just put them here. We have brought this up to -20, so that's something, anyway. But man, I can't believe how poorly we rolled there. That was like all 1s and 2s. Insane. So there's a civic perk available, and we're going to grab Master of Trade. There we go. So this territory is now ours, which means that we can go onto... Actually, the territory owner has to be Judean. Noted. So they're probably coming this way, if I had to guess. We can walk into Fiscos. Are we at war with Fiscos? We are. Okay. So, the Seleucid revolt is really awkward timing for us. How do we want to handle this? We're kind of stuck here right now. If we moved up over here... Yeah, this was what I was afraid of. They're coming right at us. We have literally nowhere we can go. So we pretty much just have to fight them and hope that they don't have other forces nearby. And they do. So we're going to have to retreat. And the question is, can we retreat back to our territory? I told them to retreat to our territory, but in fact we're retreating here. Okay, that is definitely not ideal. We have no way to get out of here. Okay. So we had a morale bump there. Can we just make our way up this way? Let's find out. No, we can't. We can't escape from here. Okay. Well, let's retreat. This is really awkward, but we're actually positive in our war score from all this, remarkably. Peace is imminent, and that's fine. There's been no contest over the war goal. It's fully occupied, so we'll get it eventually. We see that they have a number of forces up over here, so maybe we're going to get a chance here to actually chill a bit. That would be nice. We're going to grab David here, but this is definitely an awkward war, mostly because the Ptolemaic kingdom is not pulling their weight in it. Like, at all. So, okay. Well, we're just going to replenish up over here. We're going to cap this, and then we're going to go into unit reorg. We need to be reorging as much as possible for right now. Okay, so we're going to get all of this back, which is going to give us some intel on when they're coming in. That's going to be good. We just got prosperity here. I'm going to take gold. Or actually, I'm going to take stability, not gold. Jerusalem is prospering. That sounds wonderful. 5 stability and losing 5 tyranny is pretty good, actually. Let's do that for now. Okay. So ticking war score is definitely on our side. We see these guys on their way in, and we just got another morale bump here. I'm assuming they have additional forces behind them. So I'm going to take us off of unit reorg for the time being. We just got our month tick, so that should be good for now. And yeah, they have additional forces behind them, but let's see how we roll here. We're rolling better. So there's that. Okay. This is a bad roll. They do have reinforcements trickling in. Ooh, 5-1. Oof. Okay, we're just going to keep bleeding them here, I think. These are some better rolls, but it's too late. Okay. I'd like to retreat up this way this time. If we can. It's not letting us retreat. I guess we will auto-retreat. We'll see where that takes us. But we're just trying to bleed them as much as possible right now. These rolls are awkward. We rolled okay at a couple points, but it wasn't good enough, for sure. But we definitely did some damage to them. So we're going to retreat here. And where are we retreating to? Actually, I'll allow it. That's a decent place to retreat to. So that sounds good. What is this war? The Seleucid Empire versus Parthia? Okay, so that is going to be up over here. Yeah, the Seleucids are in collapse at this point. Okay, so we can't really rely on our allies at this juncture. That's understood. The Ptolemaics are not as strong as they have been. The Seleucids are in full-on collapse at this point. So this sounds reasonable for the time being. We're just going to chill up over here for right now. And I do want to put us into unit reorg for a little bit up here. And we'll work on getting that morale back. Eventually, we will be able to get our morale back. Of course, we do have this peace imminent. And that is currently how far? 1085 days. I mean, that's quite a long time yet. So that's noted. We're capped on our war score, so that's understood. And we would have to besiege forts to get out of here. Unless we were to head out over this way. Which we can't pass through the Seleucid revolt. But we could head over here and maybe claw back a little bit of war score. But for the time being, I think this is fine. Our war exhaustion is up there. Succession crisis. Oh boy. Our ruler died, and now we're apparently having a succession crisis. Well, we need a religious researcher. Let's see what our actual status here is. Okay, so this piece is imminent. This character focus is available. So we definitely want him to be under civic focus, I think, and we're going to go with finesse and statesmanship. So that seems fine for now. We're not actually in a civil war right now. Okay. So for the time being, I think we're in an okay state. Now then. They wouldn't accept a white piece. I'm not interested in a white piece either, to be sure. I'm wondering if we could maybe fight these guys, but I don't think we should. I think we should just continue to reorg for now. And I do want to take us out of unit reorg for the moment, and I want to allow us to regenerate a little bit of morale here. Bountiful harvest, that's really good. I'm going to take the cash. Okay. So for now, I guess this is fine. We're just going to need to regenerate these units a little bit. So let's give this a month tick. They should regenerate by 0.23. So this will be getting close to full morale. I'd like to head out over this direction and see about taking back some of this territory, which I'm not fully clear on why this is actually occupied, but whatever. We'll come out over here and take this. Claw back a little bit of war score anyway. They're walking in on us, and I'd like to see if we could get out of here, but I kind of doubt it. Do we roll better here? Actually, we're rolling okay. They have more reinforcements on the way in, though, which isn't surprising. And I would like to retreat these guys all the way back to here if we could. But no, we're just retreating back to here. Okay. I think at this point, we got to just chill. So I would like to disband these mercs. And I'd like to disband these mercs as well. And we're just going to do this. Okay, so they just show up. We're just not going to fight them anymore. We're just going to go for this peace imminent. Sounds good. I'd like to get these guys brought back to our territory. Unfortunately, there's no real way to do that. We could... That's the Seleucid Empire here, so we can make our way up over this direction. I want to stay within the Seleucid Empire. They can't actually do anything there. And then there's these guys out over here that we could ask for military access from, which they will grant us. And then we can walk this direction. This is then the Seleucid Revolt. We can ask them for military access. And then we can walk back to here. Then we would need to ask Issaria for military access, which they would grant. And we can walk back this direction and return home. Like that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, we're out of here. We're just leaving. I don't want to invest anything more in this war. We're just going to go for this peace deal. So that sounds fine for now. That will be enforced eventually. I do want to invest in a farming settlement. There we go. That'll be fine. And this levy is, of course, pretty wounded. No doubt about that. We're going to need to be out of this war for a while. This war was a painful one, although it's mostly because the Ptolemaics just aren't bothering to show up over here anymore. They just can't be bothered. So I guess it's fine. So we're just going to head home. We're not going to pay anything extra if we can at all help it. That sounds great. Barbarians in a desert down over here. Are the Ptolemaics going for that? It kind of looks like they are. I mean, at least they're doing something useful. Thanks, Ptolemaics. That's something, anyway. Cool. So the Ptolemaics eliminate that for us. Sounds good. And we're just going to continue to head on home. I wonder if we can get past these guys. The Parthians. That'll be interesting. We'll see if that ends up happening. So we are going to get this piece imminently. War exhaustion is currently going down by some amount, so that's okay. Hopefully the Parthians just allow us to pass. It kind of looks like they're going to. We are in no position to fight the Parthians up over here. So we're just cruising right on through here. I think they did know we were there. They have this territory, but they just let us go by. So that is good. So I'm going to leave these guys up over here. Interesting on the Ossian Civil War, indeed. So this is all absolutely understood. The Seleucids are not doing well. We're probably going to be interested in breaking our alliance with them, honestly, fairly soon. Because, yeah, that's definitely not going well for them. They are in full-on collapse. So I think that we probably should consider that. But for the moment, I just want to get out of these wars. That's the idea here. 5 stability? Yeah, we're at 25 stability right now, so gaining stability is really good. We're gonna go up. That is fine. And currently, we're just waiting on these days to pass. So I'm not too concerned about this war. I mean, ultimately, we're going to be concerned about it. But for the moment, we're not tremendously concerned about it. Okay. So we're not really in a position to take on Macedon. We could have if we had rolled a little better, I think, but it was always going to be an uphill battle. They're 1,300. We were hoping for the Ptolemaics to deal with them. That just didn't happen. Yeah, remove that miser. That'll be fine. So 1298 versus our 850. It's not surprising that we were unable to get much done up there. Let's put in this guy. That'll be fine. Okay. The Ptolemaics might actually be going up here to do something. It would be remarkable if they did something. Are they going to take back this territory? I'd love it if they did. We're currently at minus 17 here, but we're just waiting on this peace imminent to happen. That's the overall idea. So they're coming out over here. Interesting. I think ultimately they're not going to be able to siege that. Popular support, huh? Losing 5 war exhaustion, that's good. I like it. So that seems reasonably fine. I'm wondering what's going on with the Seleucid Empire. They have basically nothing left. Yeah, the Parthians are just going to take over what's left there. So the Parthians are going to be a bit problematic for us. North Phoenicia might be useful to us as a buffer state. So we might want to consider attacking North Phoenicia specifically to be a buffer. Having them as our vassal. What's Parthia's pop? 3502? Yeah, that's a lot. No doubt about it. But the Ptolemaics would be able to help us there, in theory, 2703. So between the two of us, we could probably do something about that. I'm surprised that the Ptolemaics have been allowed to continue this siege for now. Remarkable. Well, that is fine. We're going to get this levy put down eventually. It's been 890 days, and we're going to peace out of this very, very soon. As far as this goes, we're just not going to participate in it. We're just going to let the chips fall as they may. I think that's the overall idea here. So that seems reasonably fine. We do need to get another investment going here, so let's grab a farming settlement. It's weird. This war feels like a loss, but we actually won it. You could call it a Pyrrhic victory, I suppose. We're not going to get all that much out of it, but we are going to kick Macedon out of this region. So that's reasonably nice. Okay, 970 days. At this point, we have about 100 days until we can enforce this peace. And we're absolutely delighted to enforce this peace. Yeah, 100 days as of now. So that sounds good. The Parthians are going to continue to take over the Seleucid Empire, which will cease to exist, I think, very soon. Like, there's not much left of them. But with all of this dramatic expansion, the Parthians are going to fall to infighting eventually too. So that is definitely good to know. I want to check in on what's going on up here. They're actually being allowed to continue this siege. Okay, now they're coming in to fight them. Okay, it's fine. It doesn't matter to us. Like, this is going to be done in 30 days. So, sounds good. Whatever you want to do is fine, Ptolemaics. We don't really care. So that sounds good. The question is, when can we raise this levy back up? It's going to be a while, I think. So, we can now force a peace. Yes. So, South Phoenicia to Judea. They have to accept this because it's an enforced demand. So we take this, and we're going to lose half a point of AE as well. There we go. And I'm going to immediately put down our levy, because that really needs to happen. Oh, we can't do that while we're in this war. Right. That would be the case. So the Seleucids are going to stop existing fairly soon, I think, or at least are going to be at peace very soon. They're down to 248 pops. Like, this is going very badly for them. They are in full-on collapse. Oh, this war's over. Okay, beautiful. So the war ended, and we're just going to disband this levy. So it's not going to be able to be raised again for 4 months. That's actually far sooner than I thought it would be. No, it's not 4 months. It's about 2 years. Okay. That's fine. It needs to recover, and just generally, we probably don't want to go to war for a while. So North Phoenicia. I would like to make them be a client. I doubt there's any way that we could do this. 243 reasons. Okay, we're probably going to have to fight them, but I would like to have a buffer state against Armenia, against Parthia. That would be a good thing to have. These are our citizens, for sure. So this is fine for the moment. I want to just chill for right now. We're going to let our aggressive expansion continue to drop. We know it's going to be quite a bit to take over North Phoenicia, but we're in a significantly different position than we were when we were friends with the Seleucid Empire as a strong buffer up here. The Seleucid Empire, not doing so well. So we got to do something about that. No doubt about it. For the time being, we're going to be building up our manpower, and we are also going to be continuing to build our economy, which is going reasonably well. I want to make sure that our forts are at low maintenance. There we go. That'll save us about a gold per month. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to look to take over North Phoenicia. That is definitely going to be vassalized. I do not want to annex North Phoenicia. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.